Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the second episode of the Home Field Locks podcast. I'm Danny, back with Gavin and Logan, and we have a special guest here today, and Drew. How you doing, Drew?
Good, fellas.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, no problem.
So we're gonna start with our recap from last week's show. We did pretty good in college hoops. College football, not as great. NFL, we did better, which didn't include Monday Night Football, which is currently going on. Um, Anyone want to talk about a specific play we had last week?
Um, I'll talk about one for me. Well, it lost, but Texas getting blown out by Georgia was kind of I wasn't expecting that at all. Kind of don't know why I was so high on Texas now. Makes me feel like an idiot.
Yeah, I had the over, and they had the ball like on Georgia's side. Touchdown would have cashed it, and I didn't watch the game, but it didn't happen.
Yeah, no. But one I did now. Notre Dame just smoked Pitt. That wasn't even Pitt. Like genuinely, just didn't have a prayer. It was ugly.
Nah. And speaking of over under, the USC Iowa game I hit by half a point, so I was hype about that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I guess going over to college.
All right, dude. I get it.
You go.
No, I'm saying I think I speak for everybody when we talk about UConn. Fuck them.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
They were cooking, then BYU like turned on the pressure, and yeah, they folded.
Yeah, I think in Sunday too, Houston Auburn. I mean, I think Auburn was almost gifted that game. Drew and I were watching that. I think if Keyshawn Hall doesn't get hurt, they probably end up winning that game. I mean, they only lost by one, but
yeah, I like how that ended. Not winner wise, but like Houston like hanging in there with them. It proves that there's no like real alpha team this year so far. I mean, there's teams you can't rule out yet, but I don't think anyone has proved to be like that top dog team, which Purdue will
I think
see,
Purdue's done a pretty good job though. They've looked.
It's also that is true. I was just about to say Purdue because Trey Kaufman-Renn, he just looked absolutely phenomenal.
Monster.
And if Fletcher Lawyer stays consistent.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
let's we skipping over the free throws in that game.
They were bad. Like I said, they got gifted that game. But I mean, when they needed to be called, we were saying they needed to be called and it didn't get called late.
33-12 is crazy.
33-12 is nuts.
And they shot 64%.
64%.
Brutal. All right, let's get into this. What we got tonight through Thursday. So that'll bring us right up to our next show for the weekend, but was previewing the week's games of college hoops. So off tonight, we got Oregon State and Oregon in a rivalry game. So I want to start us off with that.
Dan, I think you should.
Yeah.
Nah, you're late night beef. You got to start with this one.
I do love my late night beef, but Oregon's been so unimpressive. Yeah. Oregon State's literally probably the luckiest team ever. I mean, their 3 games have been decided by a total of 7 points. Haven't covered the spread at all. Been favored by at least 4 points in every game. Straight up, I probably think Oregon spread at 14.5. I don't know which way I lean. I really don't.
The thing is, Jackson Shellstead's back. His first game wasn't too great. Second game, he shot it a lot better. So if we get that Shellstead, and then Nate Biddle has just been dominant. So if those two can come through, we can get Oregon back to like what they should be compared to the first 2 games where they barely beat the teams. So I'm taking Oregon straight up. If I'm not playing the game tonight, but like just pick 'em wise, I'm going Oregon.
Yeah. I mean, I think Oregon wins the game. Oregon State probably covers this. I'm not too high on either team, but with a 14, I think it's up to 14-point spread. Yeah. I think Oregon State can cover that line. Oregon's just not. They haven't impressed me, like Gavin said. So I'm not too high on either teams, but Oregon State covers this game.
Yeah, Oregon's going to win the game. I mean, they got the 3 best players on the court. Don't know if they covered the spread, but Both teams have been really underwhelming. I mean, Oregon State won their 3 games too by a combined 7 points. So, and none of them have played anyone good.
Yeah. All right. Sit with that. Then we start off the Champs Classic. The first game is Michigan State versus Kentucky. I believe it's at 6:30, right?
Yeah.
So 6:30. I'll start. Yeah, Michigan State beat Arkansas, but I'm not very sold on them. I think it was more of a product of their home environment because that place is just crazy hard to beat Michigan State in. They're shooting 22% from deep, which is the farthest thing from sustainable. Jeremy Fears, he had one good game deep from 3, but their top 5 scorers this year have not been too good shooting the ball. And against Kentucky, like, you're going to have to score the ball. Denzel Aberdeen has been phenomenal. He's way better than I thought he would be. The matchup I really want to see, though, is Malachi Marino and Cooper, the center battle. I've liked Marino a lot, but he's still a freshman going against like an older dude.
Mhm.
So I feel like as long as they don't get beat in that asset and just shoot the ball like a respectable amount, I'm going Kentucky. I think the line's like 5.5. I'm probably taking their spread too.
Yeah, Drew and I were talking about it a little earlier today. I think Kentucky. I mean, they had a tough loss against Louisville.
Yeah,
I think Kentucky comes out. I kind of say this a lot, but I think they kind of come out and roll, to be honest. Otega Owe, I mean, he's been good, 13 points. I expect him to score, honestly, more.
he's another gear.
Yeah, only 25% from 3. I'm kind of looking at him, and I don't know, maybe this is the game he like really gets going. I think I'd take Kentucky straight up, and probably I'm going to play the 5.5.
Yeah. I mean, I think I'm on board with the same thing. I mean, Kentucky had a pretty competitive game against Louisville. I mean, I just think Kentucky's offense is just way better than Michigan State's. I don't think Michigan State's going to be able to hang with them. And like if Gavin said, if Kentucky comes out and they just start, they pile up the points early. It's going to be over.
It's hard to battle back without a 3 ball. So
yeah, exactly. It's going to be over pretty early if Kentucky can keep that offense up. But.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, Kentucky's just the better offensive team, and I think that's what's going to win in the game. I mean, Michigan State is probably the worst 3-point shooting team I've ever seen. And
they don't.
The only way I think they'd have a chance is kind of what Danny was saying with Kentucky's big men not being that great. And if Kohler and Cooper can win them the game, then that's the only way I think they even have a prayer. But
yeah. So it seems like we're all in Kentucky. But the thing is, do we get word on Geelong Low yet?
Oh, yeah. No, I haven't heard anything.
By the way, NC State's only up 3.
Screw you.
But yeah, even honestly, Geelong Low obviously makes the team a lot better, but I'm going Kentucky in.
I don't see anything about tomorrow for him.
Yeah, he started real hot against Louisville, but
yeah. We'll go to our second Champs Classic game. Got Kansas and Duke. I don't want to start this one.
Or Brad, you want it?
Nah, you got it.
I think we all know Duke's going to win this game straight up with Kansas not having their best player. So, the spread is not out yet, is it?
It's 10.5.
It's 10. It started at 7.5 and went up 3 points, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
I think I still might take them at 10.5.
Yeah. I'm a North Carolina guy too. Yeah, Duke might win this game by 25. No, Darren Peterson is. I mean,
it's not Kansas official, but.
Well, I mean, what you were saying earlier about him, it might be real serious too. But either way, even if they have him against North Carolina, who's not as good a team as Duke, they just got outclassed in the second half. And if they play like they do in the second half against Duke, it's going to get ugly early. So I think I'm taking Duke straight up. I'm probably going to lay the 10.5 too.
Yeah, I'm going to assume they're without Darren Peterson just because Bill Self's words are like kind of more of like, we don't know, and he's getting back. He's out right now, which I feel like if he'd had any chance of playing, he would be more optimistic about it. But without DP, that kind of just leaves Fleury. And the biggest matchup there is obviously Pat Ngongba and Flory.
Mhm.
The only chance is if Flory dominates that, and then also they need to do like Bryson Tiller to get hot or Trey White, like just to kind of take over the game.
Mhm.
And the thing is, Duke has Dame Sar, which I think it would have set them up very well if Darren Peterson was available because he's a phenomenal perimeter guard. But now that I just don't know how Kansas is really going to score, to be honest,
No,
unless
that's
like
the biggest problem.
Corey somehow dominates the paint. But even then, how much are you going to get? Like he's not going to put up 60, you know?
Yeah, no, it's points are gonna be hard to come by for them. I mean, I'd be worried, and especially Flory put up, I mean, 8 points against North Carolina. Who I don't. If he only put up 8 against North Carolina, I can't imagine.
And he had a good start, but after that, like
There's one away
it
from him. He
was
just couldn't get nothing to fall.
like he should. I'm kind of disappointed in Flory so far. Like he's putting up good stats, but like I thought he'd be a lot more dominant than what he
Yeah.
is, to be completely honest. Logan, what you feeling?
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably just siding with you guys, taking Duke on 10.5. I mean, no Peterson for Kansas, even though they do have a great coach in Self, but I just I don't think that's really going to matter in this game, especially Duke being at home. And like Gavin said,
We're not at
that
home.
second half against UNC was just that was horrible. I mean, they went down and it looked like they just gave up. They just didn't even know what they were doing. So playing it on
It's
Duke.
not. Yeah, it's at MSG, not home, but
Oh, is it not home? Oh, okay.
Nah,
Well,
Duke
yeah.
travels pretty well though, so I'm not too
it's
worried.
Cameron North, so
Cameron
Yeah.
North is, yeah, it's kind of nuts how well they travel.
All right, that wraps up the Champs Classic, and now everyone's favorite game of Tuesday is Wichita State at Boise State, which I included it. I think it's a fun mid-major, you know, not take up all the time on the highest ranked power conference teams. Does anyone
I'll
want to
start with
start?
this one. I can start with this one. I think it's kind of crazy that Boise State's getting 9.5 points. Won't
Totally.
pretend like I know much about either of these teams. I know I bet on Wichita State earlier this year, but Boise State like lost to a D2 school. I know they bounced back since then.
Hawaii Pacific.
Yeah. They've won, I think, 2 of the last 3 against the spread, but they lost to a D2 school. And Wichita State has been not bad. I mean, UNC Asheville, I mean, they're not really what they were, and Loyola
We don't have
Chicago's not
Pember
really.
and stuff, yeah.
But I don't know if I'm missing something, but I think 9.5 is crazy. I don't know if I'm taking Wichita straight up just because it's in Boise, but I feel like I have to take the 9.5. I don't know any other way.
If you had to choose one team to win, though, who would it be?
Screw it. I'll take Wichita State, honestly.
I don't need that. I'd probably go the same exact way. Like Gavin said, I have no idea about either of these teams pretty much, but just seeing Boise State, they lost to Hawaii Pacific. That's just like okay. Why?
They got
why
Will Berg.
But like, what? It feels like you're missing something that they're laying.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm missing.
Probably just take Wichita State here. Kind of just go with underdog.
I mean,
True. I was letting you go. Too.
That's just
Yeah, I mean, both these teams are a little mid. I mean, Wichita State's covered the spread in all 3 of their games by a good margin, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was just looking at the stats, pretty similar. I mean, they're both really good at 3-point shooting. Wichita State's at 42% right now, and Boise's at 39%. And the only thing I'm seeing that's really different is Wichita State's got 5 more offensive rebounds a game. I don't know if that'll be a factor or not, but
they got that big dude from Purdue that used to play,
Will
Berg.
Yeah,
he's been great for them.
He's been a good anchor in the paint.
Yeah, he's been good.
yeah, they have 5 guys averaging double figures right now. So
yeah, I mean,
so you said the spread was 9.5. Did you say that's what it opened up at?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm seeing right now. Yeah.
Yeah, Torvik has it going 10 Boise State's way. I disagree. I'm gonna take Boise State to win, but I'm taking Wichita State to cover. Kenyon Giles, he's been absolutely unbelievable for the Shockers. He's averaging 20 points per game, and he's shooting 64% from deep, which is just pretty good, to say the least.
yeah, it's just okay.
Yeah, it's all right. But Andrew Meadow, he's been balling for Boise State. I think it's going to be a good home environment. It's going to be bumping, and if there's a time for Boise State to avenge that Hawaii Pacific loss, it's to get it started here. So I'm going to go Boise State, probably 5-ish, definitely less than that 9.5, but money line nevertheless. On to a very good game Wednesday night in stores. You got Arizona and UConn top 5 matchup. Andrew, you want to start this off?
Yeah, I like UConn in this game. Not sure what the spread's going to be at yet, but I think UConn's just got a very good team. I think they're going to be top 5 all year. I don't really think they're going to drop out. I mean, Caravan's been there for 4 years? This is 4th year?
Yeah, he won
It
his
feels
first
like he needs to
two.
get on LinkedIn. That's all I know.
He won his
been in
first
2 national
two.
championships. I mean, that dude's got the greatest experience of anyone in college right now. I mean, leading that team, and they're home in their actual building. They're not in TD Garden like they were against BYU.
Well, that's like their home building. So
Yeah, I
like
It's-
UConn straight up. I'm not sure what the spread's going to be at yet, but just straight up, I like UConn.
Logan, you can go.
See, I'm actually gonna go with Arizona here. I picked against them actually in the beginning of the season against Florida, and they surprised me. But also Florida has been a little underwhelming. I mean, Arizona did just beat UCLA, but it was a back and forth battle there. Even at UConn, I mean, got the better coach. I mean, they have more experience. They could have more experienced players, but I'm going to take a shot here. I'm just going to take Arizona. I might just play it straight up, depending on what the line comes out as.
Well, they're going to get a few points. I'm anticipating being like 3.
I was thinking 4. That was my.
I was thinking like 4, maybe 5.
I think I'm actually going to be with Drew here. UConn pretty much dominated that BYU game up until the last 7 minutes when they blew the spread. Pretty sure Logan mentioned that. It's just unfortunate. I can't believe they blew it.
It swung like $40 away from.
Yeah, I mean it was horrible. Arizona's been great. I mean, they went toe to toe with UCLA out in LA, beat Florida. They've looked good, but I think UConn covers the spread, wins straight up. I think they just had the better team, like Drew said. Kind of Arizona's good, but I'm kind of looking for them to stumble here. I just don't think they've been playing amazing, but I think it's just kind of time for UConn to show their true self and really beat up on a younger Arizona team.
Yeah, this is a game. I think my mindset's kind of like I'm taking the home team, and UConn's home court environment is just insane. And Arizona, they're coming off of a great win at not at UCLA but in Los Angeles. And Koa Pete and Braden Burries, they struggled a bit in that game, which they're obviously much better players than that, but I feel like it might also translate to at UConn. UConn might give them fits. And don't get me wrong, these are 2 teams I think are going to be top 2 seeds in March and are going to be absolute contenders. But Terrace Reed, Alex Caravan, Solo Ball, they're all returners for this team, and they've been phenomenal. And then you bring in Silas DeMary from Georgia.
Yeah.
He was one of the best players on the court in that BYU UConn game. And if he's playing like that, come on now. They're not, especially at home, it's going to be so hard to beat UConn. Yeah, you did say they did struggle to handle the pressure against BYU late. It's true, but they're going to figure that out. And
I think, I'm with you. It's just at home too, especially. I mean, like you said with Burries and Pete, they were at LA. They weren't really in UCLA's home stadium. Now they have to travel all the way across the country. to UConn in
it's like
a Big East stadium.
it's like playing Gonzaga and Spokane. Like
Yeah,
it's not
yeah.
away, but it's like, come on now.
Well, that's a lot of travel in a crazy environment, and I think their inexperience shows in their first true road game.
Yeah, I would play it if it's anything under like 5.5. I'll take UConn. If after that, but
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be like 3.5, and I'm taking UConn with that. Next is USF and Oklahoma State. I know me and Gavin, at least, we really like Oklahoma State this year. Gavin, do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, I like you just said, I like Oklahoma State. Think we were higher on them than most.
Yeah.
I honestly have no read on what this spread is going to open up at. I think it's going to be probably close to double digit, like a Wichita Boise kind of thing.
Yeah.
Don't know much about USF, but I do know that Oklahoma State doesn't get enough love. Anthony Roy, well, he was close to nation's leading scorer if he wasn't. He only played one game came back off an injury. Didn't shoot well from three. He had 15 points. I think he'll get going a little bit more as the season goes on. Isaiah Coleman was another guy who didn't play in their opener. Of course, when we bet on them, played a couple of games. I'm kind of looking for him to also be a little bit better. But Victorious Miller's been great. And yeah, I don't really know what to expect out of this USF team, but I like Oklahoma State. Me and you're both high on them. I'm thinking the spread's going to open up anywhere from 7 to 11, maybe. I mean, I don't know if 11's high, but anywhere from 7 or 8 to low double digits. And I think I like Oklahoma State. I think they don't get enough credit.
Yeah, my prediction was about 8-ish points. I like Oklahoma State a lot too. Obviously, Anthony Roy came back 15 points. He's going to keep getting his footing. He's a great player, and they've been able to get it done without him. And it's just the backcourt for the Cowboys is so good. Like Victorious Miller, he's been great in Roy's absence, and I call the two Coleman squared. They've been good. Curry, he was good. So I like Oklahoma State a lot. I think they'll cover this. Josh Omajafo, he'll be the main focus. He's been USF's best player.
He's been great, yeah.
But what puts me towards Oklahoma State, if it like came down to a spread, Joseph Pinion, he's their second player for USF. And in the loss to George Washington, he struggled. So like, especially if your second guy, who's supposed to be like your supporting guy, if he's struggling,
he was 3 for 18. Holy crap!
That Pinion in the second game.
1 for 13 from 3. That is unbelievable.
Yeah, so you're not going to beat Oklahoma State or come within 10 of them. So I think Oklahoma State's a tournament team, and they're going to win this game.
Logan, Drew, anything?
Yeah, this is pretty much the same with like Wichita State. Not too don't know too much about USF. Oklahoma State, yeah. I mean, I know more about them. If you're saying the spread's going to open around 8 or 9, I probably would just trust Oklahoma State here to cover that. They did beat up on Texas A&M, but they're not as good as in years past. Like they lost a lot of people, but they still look great. I'm probably taking Oklahoma State here.
Yeah, I agree with everybody. I don't really have much here. I've been watching a little Oklahoma State because Gavin's big on them. He got me on them. Looking at them a little bit.
They're a fun team, man. Yeah. A team full of backcourts. It's a fun team to watch.
Yeah.
All right. Into Alabama, Illinois Wednesday. That's a huge game. I'll go last because I have a feeling I'm going to be different than you guys.
Logan, you want to start this one?
I mean, I'll start it out. My thing with Alabama is, I think I said it last week, actually, in the video, that you never know what you're going to get. And what ended up happening is, you didn't know what you were going to get, and Alabama came out and, they didn't look that great. I think Purdue really slowed them down. Alabama just wasn't able to really get into a groove. Illinois, when they faced Texas Tech, I don't know if off the top of your head, if you knew who they had out.
Yeah,
Illinois.
they're
Yeah,
missing one of the
Ev-
Ivicic brothers, and they're
Yeah.
Tommy Vucic just made his debut
and
last year.
Petrovic.
So, I mean, Illinois, they were able to win that game against Texas Tech with missing, I believe it was two of their like probably best players. I mean, here I don't think it opened up yet. Illinois, if they're at home. I'm probably gonna take Illinois here. Alabama, I'm just you never know what you're gonna get with them. You could get 100 points, or you could get 70, which 70 isn't bad, but they're gonna shoot a lot of shots, and it's just not gonna end well for them.
The game's
I'm
in the
gonna take
United
Illinois
Center,
here.
so it's in Chicago.
I mean, it's a neutral site, but it's in Chicago, so
Yeah, but it's Illinois.
I
Yeah,
hate
I'm
these
taking Illinois here.
neutral site games.
Drew.
I mean, we all know Alabama the last 3 years. They can be a team that can beat anybody. I mean, I'm looking at it as Illinois is missing. They might miss one of their players, and they might not be 100%. I mean, I think Alabama, they didn't even look great, and they lost to Purdue by 7. And Phylon shot 35%. This one might backfire on me, but I think Alabama could come out and win this game.
Danny's going last. I kind of like the call by Drew. I think Illinois looked great against Texas Tech. They didn't necessarily get dominated in the paint. Well, they did get dominated in the paint, but they survived because JT Toppin looked like an absolute animal against them. He's kind of just unbelievable. Alabama doesn't have a guy like that, and they thought, I guess Nate Oates thought Noah Williamson was going to be something, and he's like if I was 7 foot and out there playing, he's horrible. He's been awful. I got to be honest, I don't know fully what side I'm on yet. I guess if I had to lean, I would lean Alabama, but I really like Illinois. It kind of depends on if both the Vucic brothers play. And I think that Petrovic kid, the guard, is supposed to be their starting guard, but he's been out. He hasn't played at all. So I kind of want to see what the starting lineups are going to look like before I make my official pick. But if I had to say right now, I'd probably lean Alabama. They went on the road and beat St. John's. And LeBaron Phylon coming off a bad game, I'd expect him to kind of come out hot. So
yeah, I don't want to say Alabama wasn't ready, but I think Purdue was a little underrated, and that's hard to say about a team that was ranked number 1. But like Tomislav Ivicic, he made his debut for Illinois. He looked the part. He's going to be great. Mirkovic, he's great. He didn't have his best game versus Texas Tech, but that was a gutsy win for Illinois. But I feel like we have to see more out of Stojakovic. I think he's supposed to, I don't want to say be a lot better, but I think he should take a bigger role if this team is going to be a true contender. And Alabama, I think they have a bounce back and go back to a St. John's win more than how they played against Purdue. I think they're able to. I think a lot of this game goes down to who sets the tempo, and I think Alabama, they're going to get out and running and make this more of a track meet compared to a half-court game, and Bama takes it.
Yeah. The one thing I want to say is that when Stojakovic did get more involved, like you were just saying, Danny, with the Texas Tech game with their injuries,
he had a really good game.
He looked like a monster out there. I mean,
yeah.
Watching that game, he had 3 steals, 2 blocks. He was a monster on the defensive end and then scored 23 points. I do not want to discount Illinois because I do like them, but the more I think about it, I do think I'm going to take Alabama, both against the spread and money line.
Yeah, and I was very cautious in saying that because if Ivicic and Mirkovic are going off, then you don't have to. But I don't know, I just feel for a longevity standpoint. But let's go to Memphis Purdue on Thursday night. I thought this would be a lot better game until Memphis got destroyed by UNLV. Yeah, I think Doug McDaniel is going to have to definitely emerge here if they want any shot, because the backcourt for Purdue has just been absolutely phenomenal. Braden Smith has looked awesome. Fletcher Warrior is great, and now Trey Kaufman-Wren's in the mix. Like, I don't think there's too much to say. I think the issue is I think the spread's going to open up big, so I don't know about that standpoint, but I think Purdue rolls, and it looks way less of a good game as it did to start the year.
I'm with you. I think Purdue rolls. I mean, I don't have a prediction on what the spread will be, but considering that Memphis was a 9.5-point underdog to Ole Miss, this game could very well be like 17, like realistically spread-wise. I mean, Memphis just got blown out by UNLV as almost a 10-point favorite.
And they scrapped back against Ole Miss too. Like, they were getting beat for a good majority of that game, and they did cover, but the game wasn't that close.
Here's my thing though: is Memphis. Danny, correct me if I'm wrong. Was Memphis in the Bahamas last year when they like played UConn and like beat UConn? And was that the Maui? Was that Maui?
UConn was in Maui, so they might have been there.
Okay, maybe they were in Maui. I mean, I'm just trying to think of last year.
I think they were in Maui.
Yeah, well then never mind. They had a better team last year in overseas like that, and they kind of like shocked the world. I don't think that happens here.
Bahamas, so
yeah, I don't think that happens here. But this was supposed to be a better game, but UNLV just kind of dicked them, and
yeah,
we got what we got now.
Yeah, I think we're all on the same page here. Purdue, I'm expecting this to open around probably 14, 15. I mean, Memphis this year, they're really just missing like an elite, like number one scorer. They're definitely missing Haggerty this year.
Big time.
I mean, like the first two games, like I think San Fran, I think they're a pretty good program. But like past years, they've been pretty solid. Memphis, I thought that was an okay win, and then kept it close with Ole Miss. I thought that was pretty good, but then yeah, like you said, they just got fucked by
straight up
UNLV. Yeah, I mean, nothing too much to say. I think Purdue just takes this game by probably 20 points.
Yeah, not much on this one other than. I mean, if it's at 14, I think Purdue might even cover that. Yeah. Memphis doesn't really have much at the center position other than, I mean, if you want to call Aaron Bradshaw a center. And that's Kaufman-Wren and Clough might have their way.
Yeah, out. They might have a fun game for sure.
Yeah.
New Mexico, Nebraska. This is a sneaky good game, I feel like. I mean, it's always going to be a good game, but maybe overlooked in the sense. Drew, you want to start us?
Yeah, I don't really know much about New Mexico. I've been looking at Nebraska a little bit. I mean, they've looked decent, I'd say. Not amazing, but they've looked pretty good. I mean, they can score. Mm-hmm. I don't know how their defense is going to look, but I mean, doesn't look like New Mexico's got anybody scary on offense. I think Nebraska is going to win this game. I'm not sure what the spread's going to be. If I had to guess, I'd say probably 5-6 in that range.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'll go next. I mean, Mexico hasn't covered a spread yet. They might have covered against Texas Austin, but it's not listed here. But the other games, I mean, they just lost to New Mexico State, who's hasn't been good for. I don't know. They were favorites and they lost. Lost to UC or beat UC Irvine and didn't cover the spread. Kind of withdrew. I mean, Nebraska can score and they have I mean, their whole team is just a bunch of white boys, so they probably can shoot.
Stanford, baby.
Yeah, dude, he's a monster. Yeah, I think I'm with Drew. I like Nebraska straight up. I mean, allowing 99 points to Oklahoma is kind of nuts, but New Mexico doesn't really have anybody that jumps out, especially after losing to New Mexico State. I think I'm on Nebraska, and I think, spread probably opens up. I think closer to 6 or 7. I'd say that was bad. I'm sorry, but I'd take Nebraska straight up.
Logan.
I think,
Do you want me to go? All right, I'll go.
No, I mean, I'll just go really quick. I agree with that. Nebraska, New Mexico, you just lost to New Mexico State. I know absolutely nobody on New Mexico State, and they're probably going to be on LinkedIn in the next year or two. That's an embarrassing loss for New Mexico. Nebraska, they just hung, 105, 106 on Oklahoma.
I think it's 106.99.
Yeah, I just expect them to outshoot New Mexico here.
Yeah, New Mexico's offense has been pretty brutal so far to start the year, and Nebraska, they just had a great second half against Oklahoma. Sanford and Mass, they've been phenomenal together, and I think Nebraska can make the tournament. To be honest, I think they're a pretty solid team, and I just don't think New Mexico's offense is going to be able to keep up with the Huskers. So, give me
Dan, real
Nebraska.
quick.
Yeah.
You think Nebraska or Oklahoma State's a better team?
The issue is that I'm so high on Oklahoma State.
That's what I'm thinking. I mean, if you're calling them both tournament teams, I don't know if Nebraska in Big Ten.
How many power conference teams are tournament teams?
That's a fair point. Do you think Nebraska keeps us up when they get to Big Ten play?
I think they can.
Honestly, thinking about it, they could probably be sneaky decent.
You don't have to be a good team to make the tournament. I
guess, yeah, that's fair.
Hell, sneak your way into a first 4 game and see what happens. They let anyone in.
Yeah, seriously.
North Carolina last year.
All right. Let's just settle down.
Pitt UCF.
Dick.
I'm going UCF here, and I'm taking their spread with whatever it opens up at. The game is in Florida, and I have not been impressed by Pitt whatsoever. Even in their wins, I don't think they looked amazing. And I think a lot of this comes from their potential coming from Brandon Cummings and Roman Sulipa. And I just haven't been fully convinced yet. And yeah, I've liked UCF so far. They're coming off a big win at Texas A&M. Riley Kugel is lighting it up, and Jordan Burks also stepped up when he needed to against A&M. So they lost a tough game against Vandy, but I think UCF is a far better team here, and they win by double digits.
After that piss poor showing against West Virginia, Pitt hasn't really. The other 3 games they played were whatever. They covered, but
they barely covered. It was a late.
Is this technically neutral site? It's just in Florida.
It's neutral, but it's in Daytona Beach.
Wow. UCF very undervalued, clearly on the books. 10.5-point underdogs and beat A&M by double digits. Yeah. I know Logan just said, no, I agree with him. A&M's pretty garbage now, but I think I'd take UCF I definitely take UCF straight up. I kind of want to see what the spread's at. I can't imagine it being much higher than, I don't know, what do you think? It's 5, 4?
Yeah, it's probably going to be 5.
If they continue to undervalue UCF, I could see it being 4.
Honestly, it might be closer to 2.5 because UCF is not very. Their expectations were pretty low into the season, pretty much bottom 2 Big 12 school.
Riley Kugel's a good player, though. I do like Riley Kugel.
But I'll take the value where I can get it, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm on UCF as well.
I'm on UCF as well. Although I'm just looking, they just barely beat Oakland tonight. They beat them by 4 points. So
I knew I should have bet that.
Should have filmed this earlier.
It is a little worrisome that you're getting into a 4-point game with Oakland, but Pitt also they just haven't looked great. This is kind of I'll play it by what it opens up at, but I'd probably go with UCF, but that's more of the day of. I'd probably make my decision.
Maybe all it, yeah.
Logan, who was it that beat Oakland by 4?
UCF.
Purdue only beat them by 10.
Yeah, is Oakland they don't have Golke anymore.
Oakland's had one crazy schedule. They've played Michigan, Purdue, Houston, and UCF.
The problem I have with Oakland is Michigan's awful. How did they beat them by 4?
Michigan smoked them.
Shit, dude, they're frauds.
Michigan has a turnover problem again.
Drew, what are you feeling about this game?
Yeah, I agree with all you guys. I think UCF takes this one.
Gotcha.
I wanted to
I
wanted to look back on the Nebraska thing, talking about like making the tournament. I mean, they get Michigan State, Illinois, Wisconsin, and Purdue at home. I mean, if they can win 2 of them games, they might. And then they also get Mississippi State at a neutral site, and we all know the committee loves the SEC, so if they can win that one, that'll help them out.
With making the tournament in conference like the Big Ten, it's not. I think it's more about the losses than the wins. Like you just can't. You got to avoid the bad losses. Like they can't be losing to like Penn State or like Rutgers and stuff. But that Thursday, Wake Forest, Texas Tech. This could be a fun game. Could emphasis on
could be. It very well could be a fun game. Juke Harris, what a guy. Dan, you could probably start this one.
All right. I'm as high on Texas Tech as anyone. I have a bet in for them to make the Final Four, and I feel good about it, even after the loss to Illinois. Wake has looked impressive so far. Juke Harris and Trayvon Spillers, they're doing exactly what they need to. The lead returners, they were big question marks for me. But if Wake Forest is going to do anything, it has to be those two guys. And they're doing exactly that. We saw against Michigan, they went to overtime against them, which was a great showing for the ACC as a whole to try to get back. Nate Calmise, he is dishing the rock very well, and you need someone that's going to be able to initiate the offense. And if Wake, those guys, if they can keep that going, they can make this close against Texas Tech like they did against Michigan. But I'm going Texas Tech. JT Toppin, he is a monster. And Christian Anderson, he was one of my top breakout guys going into this year, and he might be the best breakout guy in the whole nation. He is great. And Lawan Watts, I like him a lot too. I like Donovan Atwell. He had a rough game against Illinois. He's a very high volume shooter, and I think he's going to get it back a bit. So give me Red Raiders.
Yeah, I think Texas Tech. I think Texas Tech definitely wins this game. Yeah. I actually kind of have a hard time seeing that Wake keeps it close though. I know they took Michigan to overtime. That's great. They've been better than expected for sure. But Christian Anderson, bad game against Illinois, but kind of he played his role. I mean, 11 assists is impressive, especially in a college game. And if you're not shooting well that night and having 11 assists, I'd take that any day. JT Toppin, who is going to stop him? I don't. Well, no one can.
It'll be Trayvon Spillers attempting to. I would
attempting
imagine.
to, yes.
Or Schwieger maybe a little bit.
They will try,
but Torvik has 5 points in Texas Tech for reference.
See, 5 points. I think that's. I would take that and probably throw 50 on it. I take it to the bank. But Donovan Atwell, like you said, he's been great except for the game against Illinois. And this is kind of like this is their first true revenge spot because I don't see Milwaukee as like a big woohoo game. But I take Texas Tech straight up, and I don't think Wake keeps this game close at all.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty much on the same. There's not too much to say here. I'm with you guys on Texas Tech. I just don't think Wake is going to be able to keep this close. I mean, I was looking. I think it was against Michigan. I was like, maybe Wake just isn't that bad, and then it's actually just Michigan just isn't good at all. They suck. I just don't understand how you have all that talent.
I disagree.
I just
don't think Michigan's good.
I think they're solid. I think they will be good
if they can get it together. I mean, they have so much talent, and
you have Yaxel Wenderberg.
They're not producing. Maybe it's going to take a little bit to, mesh. But yeah, I'm taking Texas Tech here. Seeing what it opens up at. If you're saying it's 5, then that's pretty easy for me.
Yeah, I mean, just touching on the Michigan thing, I don't think they're amazing, but I don't think they're bad either. I mean, we see it every year with the teams that are heavy on transfers. It takes them a little bit to get meshed together and be able to play well together. But also, I mean, Texas Tech's still going to take this game.
Yeah.
I don't know what the matchups are going to look like, but if Spillers is guarding Toppin, I don't think that's going to go well for Wake Forest. I mean, Spillers fouled out of the Michigan game 17 minutes of time. So
I didn't even realize that. Yeah.
I mean, if he fouls out of this game, it's not even going to be close.
It's over.
It'll get ugly fast. Yeah.
Finishing up our slate. Wrapping up
game.
Thursday night, Mississippi State versus Kansas State. Battle of mid-tier power conference teams. I would
Doom
say
and more doom.
More of your average run-of-the-mill game. Someone want to start?
I'll start this. Games in Kansas City, Missouri. I know it's a neutral site. I mean, it's kind of right there. Danny, do you know what they predicted the spread to open up at?
I can look it up.
Because quite frankly, I think Mississippi State is dog shit. I don't think Kansas State's much better. They might be like rat shit, but
yeah, I was looking at this earlier. It's 3.5 to Mississippi State.
Yeah, so I must be just missing something. I don't think Mississippi State's very good. If you're giving me plus points with Kansas State, I'm going to take plus 3.5 with Kansas State. I know they pretty much fell apart against Cal. They won, but they blew the spread, which blew. I just don't. Mississippi State just doesn't. Josh Hubbard's like unbelievable, but they don't do it for me. I don't really see that at all. 3.5. That's kind of throwing me through a loop. So I'll actually take Kansas State straight up, and I'll take their spread. I don't know. PJ Haggerty's a monster. Josh Hubbard on Mississippi State's a monster, but Nate Johnson's been great for Kansas State. Abdi Bashir, my boy, he's been good. So I'm taking Kansas State. I think they have more talent. I think they're the better team, flat out, and quite frankly, I'm surprised that they're the underdogs in this game.
Yeah.
With that, like 100%. Mississippi State, shout out Josh Hubbard. That's like,
how is he still there? Why not leave?
The best way to like compare this is like Josh Hubbard is like a Rolls Royce and you're parking in Compton. That's the best way to describe this. Josh Hubbard is an absolute demon. He has been for a few years. But yeah, he's not going to be able to save them. Kansas State's gonna win this game pretty easily. Actually, as we're talking, Kansas State is only up 8 to Tulsa right now. But, I don't care. Mississippi State. I mean, I think they barely won against Southeastern Louisiana by 7 points. So yeah, I'm taking Kansas State here.
True.
I like that, Logan. I mean, I'm a baseball guy, so I'll call him Mike Trout. Trying to save the Angels. That's not going to happen. This is my kind of game, though. I like watching good guards go against each other, and Haggerty and Hubbard are, I mean, two of the best in the country. I think Kansas State will win the game, though. I mean, they just have more. Mississippi State really doesn't have anyone after Hubbard, and Kansas State, I mean, they got Nate Johnson's averaging 17, as Gav said, Bashir, and then, I mean, Kansas State is shooting 54% from three right now this year.
Unreal.
Yeah.
I mean, if they keep that up, I don't think Mississippi State even has a chance. Unless
Hubbard
goes 40.
Yeah, so I just checked the score, Kansas State, right before Logan said it, and it kind of goes against what I was going to say about Kansas State. But last week we talked about how their shooting can't really continue, and then they increased their average against Pitt. Cal. I think it was 99-96, but they kept shooting the lights out. Their offense has been amazing. They play fast. Mississippi State, they've been struggling a bit. Like Josh Hubbard is Josh Hubbard, and he's going to make me put my foot in my mouth when he drops 40 in a Mississippi State win. But I think Kansas State's the better team. But Sean Jones from Mississippi State, I like him a lot. He's 6'6" and averaging 7 boards a game, which it's a great commodity to have for a backcourt piece. But Kansas State's backyard, Wildcat faithful should be there. Give me Kansas State. and looks like we're all on the same page about that. That wraps up the scheduled slate. Is there any other games you guys want to talk about? I know some of you said Dayton.
Logan wanted to talk about Marquette Dayton, I think. That guy.
Yeah, I don't
Logan,
think you want
right
to do
down
that.
here.
I just saw it. I was just thinking about going over it.
Hawaii, Arizona State.
Hawaii.
Give me Hawaii. Go Rainbow.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Marquette Dayton, that just seemed like a game that, I don't know, we should talk about.
Except Marquette came out and just took a shit on the floor against Indiana.
Yeah, that's just gonna
I'm
be,
pretty sure Shaka Smart was on the sideline with his pants down shitting. I mean, that was horrible.
Logan, I mean, if you want to talk about that, we can just talk about the Chase Ross versus Javon Bennett show because that's about all it's going to be.
That's pretty much it.
I mean, dude, yeah, like outside of Chase Ross, I mean, what?
Yeah, you're actually running the two, so get loose. Let's go.
Dave Lowry, is that who Logan's replacing?
I don't even know who's replacing. I think I'm ready to run out a JV high school team against Marquette. They stink.
Dayton hasn't been cooking anyone either. Like they beat UMBC by 6, lost to Cincy by 12, beat Bethune-Cookman by 9?
So both teams are going to do cardio. That'll be fun.
I mean, I think we're.
I want to say something real quick actually about a game. Tomorrow, UT Martin's on the road against Florida State. I absolutely love UT Martin. I bet on them all 3 games. They are demons. They're getting 22.5 points. They beat UNLV to start the year by 5. They beat Bradley, who's a great mid-major. They beat them by 11. And now they're getting 22 points against Florida State, who did look good, don't get me wrong. I'm betting on UT Martin plus 22.5. I'm very high on them. They're literally just Illinois at the mid-major pretty much. I mean, I can't even pronounce their best player's name. Andrija Bukamirovic. I think I actually nailed that. But I like UT Martin. I think that's someone you got to watch out. That's like a 13-14 seed in the March Madness. I hope this doesn't bite me in the ass, but yeah, I'm taking 22.5. I really like them tomorrow. I don't know why.
We'll have to put out a post tomorrow saying Gavin's mortal lock of the day.
UT Martin is my new late night beef. I will be betting on UT Martin here on in.
All right, before we go, I want to shout out something that I should have done in the beginning, and that's Logan's UFC parlay. He posted a video on TikTok, Instagram. He went 5 for 5, no glaze, but he pretty much predicted everything, and it wasn't lucky because he sends his parlays into the group chat every weekend, and he's making about $400, which
a night.
Yeah, it gets annoying when you don't tail it.
Yeah, he brought us back. I mean, listen,
prelims are brutal, but
we will not.
We started off ugly, but we got.
Yeah, we're not talking about prelims, bro. We're not talking about the.
You're
prelims.
right. I think main card.
That was awesome. Is watching a prelim like the same to watching like a low major?
Yeah, like Dayton Marquette. Yeah, it's like watching Dayton Marquette.
like pretty much, but like, dude, it's honestly like it actually. Dude, I'm gonna sound like a twisted fucking person here, but like when you get like a prospect, dude, when you get like a nice like striker that's a prospect, and they put him up against like a guy that's already 0-3 in the UFC, and this is like his goodbye, dude. When you just see him knock him out cold, and he's just laying there, it's honestly it's funny. I think it's so funny when he just knocks him out. Like I don't know, maybe I think I might just be like sick in the head, but like
you are definitely sick in the head. I mean that's a given.
Yeah, but I mean, dude, that main card, that run was kind of nuts. Islam up until I think I said Islam by sub. Got the unanimous.
He just wanted to lay on him. He didn't want to.
Yeah, you said he would dominate him, which is what he did, but he just didn't choose to end the fight.
Yeah, I mean,
all we had 4 knockouts in a row too. That was awesome.
All the other ones were just all the other ones were just straight up. Like I had predictions straight up and everything, but yeah, I think we got more upcoming on Saturday. So, coming out with a new main card prediction.
Yeah. So thank you for coming on, Drew. We'll be having you a lot, especially on these Monday night hoops talks.
Can I get one more thing in real quick?
Yeah.
Go Sixers?
No. It's actually a college basketball team.
Yeah.
I was high on them last year. They look pretty good this year.
Oh, Sixers
Gonzaga.
won. I mean,
Yeah.
Graham Ike has only been there for what, 20 years?
Actually, I think this is only his second year.
Graham
No,
Ike?
no way.
He
Graham
was
Ike.
at Wyoming.
Four.
Oh no, this is third.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
been
What's he,
there for
32?
23, 24 was his first year. I mean, they got Grant Foster over there too now, and this freshman they have is actually pretty solid.
yeah. So once I'm sure they're gonna be playing. Well, they just played.
we'll
who they
see.
play?
Tanya Grant Foster is 25.
Yeah, he's
Dude,
old. I
get
mean, he
a
got hurt at
job.
Kansas. He got hurt at Kansas as a freshman, so I think that was 2 years he didn't
Well,
play.
He
I
went
think
to
I'm,
DePaul too. He's that sorry.
Yeah.
I think I've been watching him since I was like, I don't even know. At this
Yeah, I was in
point,
diapers when he started.
like, 15.
All
Yo,
right.
Tulsa just went on an 8-2 run. It's 72-70 now.
If I could change my pick
Yeah,
from
Kansas
earlier.
State's shooting 26%, I think, from three. If that stays there,
They're shooting what?
Josh Hubbard might have a chance to win them that game on Thursday.
All right.
Actually,
Well,
it's not
thank
on
you.
Thursday. When is that?
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to our second episode. We'll catch you again probably like Thursday.
Safe, fellas.
We'll have a